I'm about to turn 65, and life has never been more vibrant and happy as it is today. As I vlog my way through this simple diary of life, I'd like for you to join me as I share a move across country, buying and setting up a forever home, and rebuilding a way of life that I love. Simple, nostalgic, and full of love. Good morning, everybody. This is diary number 3. And to just give you a perspective, we actually are planning to move around May 4th. It could be a little before, a little after. I don't know. It depends on how things actually turn out. It's how things settle at the end. But if we reach our goal, and it is tentative because there's a ton of stuff has to be done, we will be leaving on or around May 4th. So, I know you don't have to tell me that I've looked like the wrath of God in these videos. And the house is a mess still. I really worked on it, but Jamie was in the hospital for a week. And, excuse me. Excuse the sneeze. That was rough. So anyway, I may edit this and I may not. Because all my videos are about being real and vulnerable and who I really am, authenticity. And I am not trying to impress anybody. I'm just trying to share my journey. Now, the reason I've gone ahead and started this diary before I got everything, all peachy fixed up and everything, is because I want you to see where we started. And we're going to have about 6 months of these diaries if I can do what I plan to do, which is make a video every day. So today is Sunday, and I am going to get started on really recording things I'm doing and letting you see where life is right now. I'm going to have a whole lot of shopping hauls and deliveries that are going to be coming in, and a lot of preparation for actually moving. And we've done a lot of prepping. When we moved from the other trailer to this trailer, we eliminated a lot of clutter. But there's a lot in life that you have to live well. And especially if you live most of your life indoors at home. So like I work at home. The guys are here almost all the time. We'll be done in a minute, Joe. So that was Joe. Yesterday's Jamie came in on me and did his whole, whatever it was he was doing. So, one thing I did was, rather than when we moved into this trailer, we had to eliminate some super heavy furniture. Like we had a really heavy desk. We had a really heavy entertainment center, and we didn't want to mess with it. It really wasn't all that great anyway. And so what we tried to do was we tried to set up this trailer with more or less portable furniture that would be easy to move. Now, like, we bought these shelves. I think there's one in Joe's room, my room. There's several in the storage room. And anyway, so they can be, they're just the PVC, so they can be taken down. We bought the 4-foot folding tables for our desk. Now Joseph has a regular computer desk, but it's rather small. And so almost everything that we have is sort of portable. We do have a dining room table that we are planning on eliminating, and I'm just going to buy a card table. And we're trying to set up where any house, no matter how small or large it is, we essentially can just move in, set up all the folding tables, set up the computers, set up the beds. We do have 3 twin beds, so there's the mattresses and the frames that will, but overall I think if it's packed, we won't have to have too big of a container, because at least at this point we're planning on using something like pods and having it shipped. And then we're doing a lot of work on our 98 Tahoe, and at this point in time I think we've decided that we're just going to really fix our Tahoe up and just drive it across country. It'll probably take about 5 days, but hopefully you'll be on board for all of it. Well, this, if you can see it, is our little Walmart delivery. So I'm going to have a little grocery haul today, and we generally have either go shopping or buy or have it delivered from Walmart and Sam's. And we do both because we can't get the cheese we like at Sam's and at Walmart and different things. So anyway, we found out by the time we drive 20 miles and spontaneously shop for things we don't need, and it's just easier just to pay the delivery and have it brought, and then we can be here at the house working or doing whatever. So this is actually the Walmart one, and I can't seem to get, this is the corner of my kitchen, as you can see my appliances here. But I can't seem to get just the vantage point that I want. So, and, but what we got was 3 gallons of milk. We drink quite a bit of milk. We get 2%. And I'll put it away a little bit later, but that's the milk. Now, when they were at the hospital, when Jamie was at the hospital, they encouraged him to drink Gatorade. And we also buy the powdered Propel that we use. Oh, it's kind of hard. So we bought Gatorade, but we also get the powdered Propel that we can refill these bottles. Also, I thought this looked good. Since they advised him to drink it, it's 0 sugar. But since they advised him to drink it, I drank some of it too. But this is supposed to have like a cherry flavor, even though it's white. And what do we get? Jamie likes bologna. I discourage it because I don't think it's good for you, but I can't. He's diabetic and gluten intolerant. I can't refuse him everything. And then, of course, I got my 18-count eggs, and we're all gluten intolerant. Jamie's celiac, so I buy the Barilla gluten-free spaghetti. And I do make spaghetti out of it, but because it's a starch, I don't use it as much. When I make chicken noodle soup, like homemade chicken noodle soup, I just take just a little bit of it and I break it up into chicken noodle size pieces. And probably won't be having large pots of pasta anymore since his hospital stay, and we've become aware that he was eating too many carbs. So we're doing a little bit more protein. They say bananas have a good bit of, I guess, potassium or whatever, but it's a harmless enough sweet. Sometimes we just split them up and somebody gets half. And then I also got a can of chicken, because this is how I make chicken soup. I use the canned chicken. I use the, let me run over here and get it so you can see what I use. For my broth, I use the Knorr chicken bouillon, which adds a good flavor. And essentially, that is just about all I use except for the noodles. And I make it really soupy. I have a lot of soup in it because Jamie likes to drink the broth, and it seems to make our gluten intolerant tummies happier. Now I'm going to come back in just a little bit and do the Sam's one after I put this away. I'm waiting for the Sam's order to come, so I thought that I'd just let you watch me organize my I need another one of those cough drops. I'll let you watch me organize my desk area here. You know, it's like you can never really be master of your days. Your days, I just put the file folder away. Your days are always kind of just taken up. These are roses Jamie bought for me once, and I just never have really done anything with them. I end up sticking them in the curtain or something. So these actually, I get figs in these because that's like a natural sweet for me. And so they come in really handy for putting things away on the desk. I end up keeping a lot of medications and stuff on the desk just because if Jamie comes in here and he needs his medications, it's handy just to be able to reach over there and grab them, you know. But I put little bits in these containers, and it makes it handy on the desk. I keep a pack of wipes on the desk also as well. But what I do is I open them up and I pour some alcohol in it. So whenever I'm needing to like clean something, it gets a little sanitized as well. And as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to get one of these out right now just so I can clean my desk a bit. I like to keep things wiped off good. Now my videography is probably lacking. It's not the greatest ever was. I'm not the greatest at adjusting my phone camera or anything like that. Hopefully I'll get better in the future. But anyway, this is how I do it. I just organize things the best I can. I probably put too many things on my printer. The cat is like really bad to jump up on my printer to look out the window, and when he does that, I've always got dogs barking in the neighborhood, and that makes my dogs bark. So if they start barking, I'll just have to go silent and cut it out. Noogie, no, no, no. No barks. No barks, buddy. So, and I never know when one of the guys are going to come busting in. So, this is my calendar. And it's just about all clean. Put that there. I do a lot sitting because I do have like chronic fatigue, and standing up will often just like wear me out. So, there we go. It's looking much better. I need one of these because I'm still hoarse and coughing. One of these Ricolas. I got my desk cleaned up, and it only took a few minutes, but it seems to always seem like it takes longer. When you look at a mess, sometimes you think, oh gosh, this is going to take me forever. And then when you do it, it really doesn't take that long at all. Jamie's been watching the Sam's order, but he has been working on the thermostat on the truck, and kept getting the wrong part. And I've got a little bit of mechanical ingenuity, so I need to get one of those microphones that hangs around your neck. But I helped him because they was giving him the wrong part at the parts store. So I helped him pick out the right part, and we ordered it. Had it delivered to the parts store, and he put it in, and it's working great. So that's a wonderful thing right there. I had the house all clean when Jamie came home from the hospital, and then I was so exhausted because I didn't sleep worth a flip while he was gone. That was a big run. But anyway, I'll have to edit all these videos. So I didn't sleep hardly any while he was gone. I'm not used to having the house, not having him at the house at night. What, Noogie? What are you carrying on for, baby? Come here. Come here. You want me to hold you? Come here. So, he wants his diaper off. He was a traumatized puppy. I've told it before. You want to turn around and let people see you? Huh? He was a traumatized puppy. And he can't be house trained. At least at this point, he can't be house trained. You want to see him up close? No, he's my doll baby. Watch at him wag his tail. He's such a good boy. It was just a good boy. So anyway, he's a wiggle tail. I don't like to let my dogs out here because there's goat heads in the yard, and they come back in and they got goat heads in their feet. And I don't want them, they'll come back in limping and stuff. So I kind of don't like that anyway. But I did try to house train him, and I had a spot that I would send him out to use the bathroom. But even when he got to the point he knew exactly what he was doing going out, he would come straight. If he peed 15 times out in the yard, he'd turn right around and come back in the house and be marking everything. So I finally just had to put him in belly bands. And he uses a pad for doing the other. They're trained to a pad. But they neither one are real good at it, and I do have to clean up after them sometimes. But both of our little dogs were abused and abandoned. Rhonda was abandoned. She was a stray. Poor little baby. She just took right up with Jamie. And Noogie took up with me. So we got our little babies. And Jamie, all three of the pets, Dylan the cat, Noogie, and Rhonda, they all, if me and Jamie are out of pocket, they'll go to Joe. So when Jamie was in the hospital, Rhonda stayed with Joe the whole time. And now she's kind of attached to him too. She likes to go in there. But anyway, he's wanting his diaper off. And he knows he gets tied at the foot of my bed on a really big long leash, so he can lay in the bed or he can lay under the bed, but he likes to be with me anyway. And come here, let me get hold of it. But when he wants his diaper off when he's tied. So there we go. So anyway, we're still waiting for the Sam's order to come, and I am so behind in my work, and I stay behind in my work because every spare minute that I've got, I'm working on the business. So you might wonder what the business is. Well, I do have actually like legal type business, that I'm working on, different things that I'm trying to accomplish, I'm working on uh, certain things, that will apply to getting a home loan and stuff like that. But I actually am an author, and I've never really advertised my books, but I've got a book called Navigating Nostalgia, and I'm working on that. And then I'm also working on a book series that I've actually been, a children's book series that I've actually been working on for a very long time. And it's called Nimblety Plum. And it's about a town of anthropomorphic, which means upright, almost human-like brown rabbits that dress in vintage clothes. And it's a vintage town. And it's the stories about all the little brown rabbits and the things they do. So I'm in the process of publishing, trying to get those books published. And I will have a YouTube channel for that, which I will refer to, but because it's going to be a children's channel, I might have books to sell on my channel here at some point, but the actual channel for the books will be for children. So they're, you have to be very careful how you advertise and stuff, a children's channel. But anyway, long story short, this is the next segment of my day. So I thought that I would get a whole lot more done today than I did. But as I said before, we're never master of our own day. It's like different things come in, different things happen, and you just go with it. Jamie worked on the truck and got the thermostat fixed, and we had the Sam's order did come. But I had ordered a big tray of stew beef, and they canceled that, so that took my order down half. But at least they delivered it and didn't charge me any extra. So we did that, and I have to go in there. I'm going to make grilled chicken and feed my guys. And I'll get back with you tomorrow, because every day is going to be a diary. And sometimes it may be boring. Now, I'm going to very soon, I'm kind of laying it out, I'm going to do I'm starting, I haven't got there yet, but I'm starting my skincare routine, because in the past, I have done facial aerobics, and I know when I take care of my skin properly, I start looking a lot better. And I have got the saggy baggies going on. It's 65 something, very terrible. And so I'm going to work on that a little bit. For now, I'm going to say goodbye. Have a wonderful evening. Be safe, and make life full of love, kindness, and nostalgia. And I will see you next time.